Hi everyone, welcome to the English Fluency course, day 22. In today's class, we are going to learn present perfect continuous tense or present perfect progressive tense. The structure of this tense is subject plus has been or have been plus verb 1 plus ing form plus object. I repeat, the structure of this tense is subject plus has been or have been plus verb 1 plus ing form plus object or complement. No be forms for this tense. The present perfect continuous tense has no be forms. This tense is used to describe an action which started in the past and is going on at present. The usage or the definition of this tense is the tense is used to describe an action which started in the past and is going on at present. Example, I have been working as a teacher since 2012. I have been working as a teacher since 2012. I started working as a teacher in the year 2012 and I'm working as a teacher. Still, I'm working as a teacher. So, to describe this action, we have to use present perfect continuous or present perfect progressive tense. We should not say I'm working as a teacher since 2012. We have to say I have been working as a teacher since 2012. Action started in the past and still going on. My friend has been working in that company since 2018. My friend joined in that company in the year 2018. Still he is working there. So we can say my friend has been working in that company since 2018. Since is used to express point of time. For is used to express period of time. I repeat, since is used to express point of time. For is used to express period of time. For example, since Monday, since Tuesday, since Wednesday, since Sunday, since Thursday, like that. Since last week, since last month, since last year, since 2012, since 2015, since 1995, since 1984, since 1 o'clock, since 2 o'clock, since 10 o'clock, since 6 o'clock, etc. Since my childhood. So, before the point of time, we have to use the preposition since. And for the period of time, to express period of time, we have to use for 1 hour, for 2 hours, for 3 hours, for 2 days, for 5 days, for 10 days, for 3 months, for 12 months, for 5 years, for 10 years, for a long time, for hours together, for years together, for months together. Since is used to express point of time and for is used to express period of time. Remember these examples. And here let us see the personal pronouns. I, we, you, he, she, it, they. I, first person singular. We, first person plural. You, second person singular and plural. He, she, it, third person singular. And they is third person plural. So here the structure is subject plus has been or have been plus V1 plus ing form, right? So when to use has been? If the subject is third person singular, we have to use has been. For the remaining persons, we have to use have been. I have been working. We have been working. You have been working. They have been working. I repeat. I have been working. We have been working. You have been working. They have been working. If the subject is third person singular, we have to use has been plus V1 plus ing form. V1 plus ing form is equal to V4. We can also call it V4. He has been playing. She has been playing. It has been playing. Let us see some examples here. My brother has been reading for 2 hours. My brother has been reading for 2 hours. He started reading 2 hours ago. Still he is reading. So to express this action, we have to use present perfect continuous tense. Instead of saying my brother is reading for 2 hours, we have to say my brother has been reading for 2 hours. My brother is third person singular. That's why we have to use has been plus V4. My brother has been reading for 2 hours. My mother has been cooking since 8 o'clock. My mother started cooking at 8 o'clock. Still she is cooking. Okay. So we have to say my mother has been cooking since 8 o'clock. My sister has been saying, sorry, my sister has been singing since 1 o'clock. My sister has been singing since 1 o'clock. He has been working in this school since 2015. 2015 is point of time, so we have to use since. In the same manner, 10 o'clock is point of time, 8 o'clock is point of time. 2 hours is period of time. We did not mention the time. So before 2 hours or 4 hours, 5 hours, 10 hours, 100 hours, we have to use for. If it is a point of time, we have to use since. So here see, look at this example. He has been working in this school since 2015. 2015 is point of time. That's why we have to use the preposition since. I have been suffering from fever since last week. I have been suffering from fever since last week. Last week I got fever. Still I am suffering from fever. So we have to say I have been suffering from fever since last week. I have been teaching English for 15 years. I have been teaching English for 15 years. It has been raining since morning. It started raining in the morning, still it's raining. So we have to say it has been raining since morning. They have been living here for 10 years. They have been living here for 10 years. You can understand that we used to express the period of time, and we used since to express the point of time. Let us see some more examples. I have been learning English since 2010. Still I am learning. This is 2021. In the year 2010 I started learning English and still I am learning. So to express this we have to use present perfect continuous tense or present perfect progressive tense. The structure of this tense is subject plus have been or has been plus V4. When the subject is third person singular, we have to use has been, and with the remaining persons, first person, second person, and third person plural, we have to use have been. I have been learning English since 2010. My brother has been learning English since 2010. If the subject is my brother or my sister or my father or my mother, we have to use has been. Or my friend, my neighbor, my aunt, my uncle, my daughter, whoever it is. If it is third person singular, we have to use has been plus V1 plus ing or V4. V1 plus ing form is called V4. I have been learning English since 2010. Now let us see how to frame questions and negative statements. My kid has been playing with toys for 2 hours. My kid has been playing with toys for 2 hours. My kid has not been playing with toys for 2 hours. This is the negative statement. My kid has not been playing with toys for 2 hours. Question. Has my kid been playing with toys for 2 hours? Has my kid been playing with toys for 2 hours? Here we split has been into two parts. Has, after that subject, after that been. Has my kid been? We should not say has been my kid playing. Has my kid been playing with toys for 2 hours? Let us see some more examples. My uncle has been teaching English for 5 years. My uncle has been teaching English for 5 years. My uncle has not been teaching English for 5 years. Negative statement. The negative statement is my uncle has not been teaching English for 5 years. Question is, has my uncle been teaching English for 5 years? Has my uncle been teaching English for 5 years? Next example. They have been fighting for justice since 2015. They have been fighting for justice since 2015. They have not been fighting for justice since 2015. Have they been fighting for justice since 2015? Have they been fighting for justice since 2015? Let us say another example. My daughter has been studying in this school since 2020. In 2020, she joined in this school and still studying there itself. So we have to say, my daughter has been studying in this school since 2020. My daughter has not been studying in this school since 2020. Has my daughter been studying in this school since 2020? Has my daughter been studying in this school since 2020? I have been reading War and Peace for a month now. I have been reading War and Peace for a month now. I started reading this book, War and Peace, uh, last month. Okay, so still it's not complete. Still I am reading that book. Still, I haven't finished reading the book. So I have to say, I have been reading War and Peace for a month now. I have not been reading War and Peace for a month now. Question is, have I been reading War and Peace for a month now? Recently and lately are words that we often find with verbs in the present perfect continuous tense. Recently and lately are words that we often find with verbs in the present perfect continuous tense. Example: my brother has been competing in drawing competitions recently. My brother has been competing in drawing competitions recently and he will continue to do so. I haven't been feeling well lately. I haven't been feeling well lately. That means I'm still sick now. We cannot express some verbs in present perfect continuous tense. We cannot express some verbs in present perfect continuous tense. I have been owning this car since 2018. This is incorrect. I have been owning this car since 2018 is incorrect statement. I have owned this car since 2018. This is the correct sentence. I have owned this car. For some verbs, we cannot use them. We cannot use them in the present perfect continuous tense, like own, love, hate, belong. These words we cannot use them in the present perfect continuous tense. We can use them in the present perfect. I have owned this car since 2018. We cannot say I have been owning this car since 2018. I have been late for work recently. This is correct. We should not say I have been being late for work recently. I have been waiting for over an hour. I've been waiting for over an hour. That means I'm still waiting. It's been snowing since 8 a.m. It's been snowing since 8 a.m. It's still snowing. I've is the contraction form for I have. So I've been means I have been. It's been means it has been. How long is often used in questions. How long have you been learning English? How long have you been learning English? I have been learning English for the last 6 months. I have been learning English for the last 6 months. Present perfect continuous is used to talk about an activity or event that has recently finished and has a result or consequence now. The action completed, but its result is now. Result is there. We can feel that result or we can see the consequence. I'm tired because I've been working hard. I am tired because I've been working hard. My sister has no money left because she has been shopping. My sister has no money left because she has been shopping. Present perfect continuous is used to focus on the action and not on the completion of the action. Present perfect continuous is used to focus on the action and not on the completion of the action. She has been writing a book. She has been writing a book. Here, focus on the action. She has been writing a book. She has written a book. She has written a book. Focus on the result. If you have to focus on the result, we have to use present perfect tense. If you have to focus on the action, we have to use present perfect continuous tense. She's been writing a book means the writing task is not yet completed. When the action or event is more temporary, we often use present perfect continuous. When the action or event is more temporary, we often use present perfect continuous. When it is more permanent, we often use present perfect. They've lived in Italy for many years. They've lived in Italy for many years. I've been living here for a month. This shows temporary. The action is temporary. Okay, the event is temporary. I've been living here for a month. Some verbs are not usually used with the present perfect continuous because they are not action verbs. For example, believe, belong, know, like, love, mean, depend, hate, need, prefer, realize, suppose, want, understand. We should never use these verbs in present perfect continuous tense. I repeat, believe, belong, know, like, love, mean, depend, hate, need, prefer, realize, suppose, want, understand. I've known him for 5 years. This is the correct sentence. I've been knowing him for 5 years. Incorrect. Because we cannot use the verb in the present perfect progressive tense. I've belonged to the Rotary Club for 7 years. I've belonged to the Rotary Club for 7 years. Here the verb is belong. We cannot use this verb in the present perfect continuous tense. I've been belonging to the Rotary Club for 7 years is incorrect statement. So this is all about for today. So far we learnt the subtenses of the present tense. What are the subtenses of the present tense? Simple present or present indefinite tense, present continuous or present progressive tense, present perfect tense, and present perfect continuous tense or present perfect progressive tense. We will learn for the 4 tenses out of 12 tenses. In the next class, we are going to learn the subtenses of the past tense and the subtenses of the future tense. Once you are good at these tenses, you will be able to speak English. The basic thing you need to learn is tenses. If you know tenses, you will know how to use the sentences, uh, how to speak English, how to write correct English. You will understand once you learn English tenses. So try to learn these tenses before you learn any other topic, because whatever the topic you have to learn, it is related with the tenses. Without knowing tenses, without having knowledge with tenses, you will never be able to learn any other topic. So my dear friends, hope you learn these tenses and hope you practice well to become fluent in English. See you in the next class. Until then, take care. Bye bye.